Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't think my voice sounds bad right now, but just in case my voice does sound bad right now in this video, I do apologize. I mentioned in my previous video that I was going to a wedding on Saturday night, which I did. Congratulations to Terry and Lindsay. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, as you can see right there. Ironically, that is also how I am feeling after this Lions victory. Throw up the W's, ladies and gentlemen. Lions win over the Cleveland Browns today to make it 3 straight wins for this football team. After our 0-1 start, after our loss in Lambeau to begin the season, that's 3 straight wins for this football team. Let's go, baby. Good stuff today from the Lions, and we'll talk about it throughout this video. It was the defense and the special teams that shined in this victory. All right, let's talk about it. First of all, though, ladies and gentlemen, give me a minute to take care of some very quick business. I first of all want to thank the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Michigan-based Roast Number Coffee. A lot of you know the routine by now. Hot coffee, cold brews, chocolate, all kinds of great drinks and treats for you to try and enjoy. And maybe soon, as I've been talking about in previous videos, some Tony D, nice hard alcohol to mix into your coffee and cheers and celebrate a Lions victory too. Visit the website roastnumber.com. Link is in the description below. And if you find something that you want to try and make an order, you can always save some money on your order by using my code TonyD. Shout out to Roast Number. Thank you once again for sponsoring this video. And also, if you all please do me a favor, leave a like on this one and hit an Aidan Hutchinson sack on that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Alright, that takes care of the very quick business I need to take care of. Let's now talk about this Lions victory. I've said it once before. I'm going to say it again. Our 3rd straight Lions victory. Let's get into it. So yeah, it was a bit of a tough day for the Lions offense today, which it's nothing I'm concerned about because, like, that's not to say the Lions offense was terrible today. They were terrible today, but yeah, it still really wasn't the best day overall for the offense. Like, you know, the JG and JMO connection was a little bit off today. Hopefully it's just a 1 week thing where they just, you know, the connection wasn't clicking or whatever. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, the JG Waymo connection was really off today. The run game, it took a little while to get going. Yeah, kind of a rough day for the Lions offense today, which, as I was going to say, it's something I'm concerned about long term or anything. In fact, I'm not concerned at all because this Cleveland defense is really, really good. I think they said in the broadcast today that Cleveland came into this game ranked number 1 in the league to start the season. Yeah, this Cleveland defense is really, really good. So to see the offense kind of struggle a little bit in this game, again, it's not like they were terrible today. It was just a little bit of a struggle for the offense today. Still nothing I'm concerned about because this Cleveland defense is really, really good. Again, still though, bit of a rough day for the Lions offense today. The Lions today really need their defense and special teams to step up to get this victory, and they did just that. First of all, the Lions defense, another great day from this Lions defense. Round of applause for Shep and his defensive guys for stepping up in a huge way again today. The defense was fantastic once again in this football game, man. Just like they did last Monday in Baltimore, today against Cleveland, the Lions were getting pressure on Joe Flacco. They were getting sacks on Joe Flacco. Aidan Hutchinson was... Aidan Hutchinson was a monster today, dude. Which, when is he not? When is Hutch not a monster, you know? But still, Hutch was a monster today. He had 2 sacks in this one, along with a forced fumble. And not even just that. Not even just the 2 sacks and the forced fumble. Like, all day long, he was just constantly getting pressure on Joe Flacco. Constantly getting in that backfield, being a disruptor. Yeah. If there's any doubts that Hutch isn't back after the season-ending injury last year, I think it's safe to say to start this season, and especially after this performance today, Hutch is all the way back, dude. What a game for Hutch. And then Thor had the other sack in this game too. 3 sacks for the Lions today to follow our 7-sack performance against the Baltimore Ravens last Monday night. So yeah, they were getting pressure, they were getting sacks, they were getting turnovers. Shout out to Kirby for his interception, and then shout out to DJ Reed as well. Also, prayers up to DJ Reed. You know, hopefully that potential injury is not as bad as what it looked. Yeah, man, prayers up to DJ Reed. He has been awesome to start this season for this football team and for this defense. Obviously, our prize free agent signing from this past offseason. Prayers up to DJ Reed, man. And along with the quarterback pressure, the sacks, and the takeaways, the Lions defense is also good against the run in this football game. Only 79 rushing yards for the Browns in this game. Yeah, man, as I just talked about, this Lions defense today, fantastic. Call them AJ Styles because they were phenomenal again in this football game. Getting quarterback pressure, getting sacks, getting takeaways, slowing down the run game for Cleveland. Round of applause. Great job, as I said about a minute or two ago. Great job from Shep. Great job from his defensive guys today. And then special teams wise as well, the special teams also need to step up today, and they did just that as well. You know, before I even talk about Khalif Raymond, you had Jake Bates, who stepped up and made his kicks. He had that one kick. I believe it was the 58-yard field goal. It looked like he was going to miss at first. I don't know how you felt. To me, it looked like he was going to miss at first, but then it just somehow, like, kicked in and went into the uprights. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how you can I don't know how you can kick a football and just make it go woo like the kick went there. But hey, I am not complaining. Shout out to Jay Bates, shout out to Jack Fox, and most importantly, shout out to Khalif Raymond. I love Leaf, man. I love Leaf, and I love that moment that he had there after he scored the 65-yard punt return touchdown. Obviously, that was a big touchdown for the Lions to score in this game. That touchdown kind of felt like almost an exclamation point to this Lions victory. Huge moment in this game. Huge touchdown for Leaf. And then the moment he had there after the touchdown where he went to the stands, gave the ball to his wife, and then they shared a moment together. That was awesome. I'm not going to lie. That put a smile on my face. I thought that was cool. Yeah, great moment there for Leaf. Great job from the special teams today. Great job for the Lions defense to really step up when the offense had their struggles a little bit in this football game. Great job for the defensive special teams to pick up their offense there in this win today. But again, man, going back to what I said earlier in the video, it's not like the offense, we'll talk about the offense here to close out the video, it's not like they were terrible today. They just had a little bit of struggles, that's all, against a really good defense, you know? But it's not like the offense was terrible. You know, JG still had 2 passing touchdowns in this game. Jahmyr Gibbs, almost 100 total yards, 91 rushing with 1 touchdown. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god, big game for him. 7 catches for 70 yards and not 1, but 2 touchdowns for the sun god in this one. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. My offensive, defensive, and I'm adding special teams player of the game for me in this Lions victory. Offensively, of course, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown with those 2 touchdowns, and he also had a huge block, a key block for the Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown early in the game as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown, my offensive player of the game. Defensively, how do you not go Hutch? After that monster performance, how do you not go Hutch? He's my defensive player of the game. And special teams-wise, also, how do you not go Leaf? How do you not go Leaf for your special teams player of the game? He's going to be my special teams player of the game. Again, Amon-Ra, my offensive player of the game. Hutch, defensive player of the game. Leaf, Khalif Raymond, my special teams player of the game in this victory. Let's do one more round of applause for the Lions in this victory. Great stuff today. Detroit Lions to make it 3 straight wins. Remember how the sky was falling from everybody's riding this football team after we lost in Lambeau to start the season? Man, it's not even just the fans. It's more so like the media, the national media. Everyone was hating on this team. I couldn't turn on the TV and not see someone just crapping on the Lions. I couldn't go on Twitter and not see someone crapping on the Lions, you know, in the national media. Look at that. After we lost in Lambeau to start the season, 1-1, 2-1 in Baltimore on Monday Night Football. 3-1. With this win coming into this game, the best defense in football. Good stuff, Lions. Good stuff. All right, next up for this football team, we're going to Cincinnati to face the Joe Burrow-less Bengals. Yeah, man, that's another game you're going to be favored in. That's still a game you still should win. The Bengals still have dudes on both sides of the ball, though. You know, even without Joe Burrow, notably, they still have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on offense and Trey Henderson on defense. Like, they still do have dudes on both sides of the ball. I don't expect this to be a cakewalk, a give-me game by any means, even though they did just get destroyed by Minnesota last week. In Minnesota, until the later parts of their game today in Ireland, like, they weren't looking great, you know, but that's completely beside the point. my point still stands. I don't expect this to be like a cakewalk for the Lions. I could be proven wrong. I would love to be wrong. I hope the Lions, this is a cakewalk for this football team. But yeah, I don't know. Even without Joe Burrow, they, again, still have Jamar Chase, still have T. Higgins, still have Trey Hendrickson. You're going to be playing in their place as well. You're playing on the road in Cincinnati. There's probably going to be a lot of Lion fans there. My boy Tyler's going to be going. I imagine there will be a lot of Lion fans there. So I don't know. Maybe it will be a cakewalk for this football team. We will see. Nonetheless, though, this is all to say my point still stands. That team doesn't have Joe Burrow. You're going to be favorites going into that game. You still should win that football game next week. So, yeah, let's make it 4 straight, and let's beat the Bengals. That's all I got for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. As I mentioned earlier in the video, leave a like on this one and hit that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Lion fans, we will see you for the next video following that Week 5 game in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Hopefully talking about a 4th straight win for this football team. We'll see you then. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, go Lions, baby. And go Tigers! Go Tigers, too.